Jason Voorhees is back, and he kind of sucks. Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Killer J. Y'all can call me KJ. Welcome back to another video. Sweet Revenge, the first official Jason / Friday the 13th movie in over a decade, just got released from the mysterious entity that we know as the Jason Universe. And if you don't know what the Jason Universe is, let me try to poorly explain it to y'all in a couple of minutes, so I don't I don't dwell on it too much. So two people own the rights to Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees, and they own different things. One of them is Sean Cunningham, and the second one is Victor Miller. They both wanted to have full rights to the Friday the 13th franchise, so they basically went to court, and nothing came out of it other than naming who actually owned what of each, the rights. For example, Victor Miller basically owns everything that has to do with the origin story in the first film, like the Friday the 13th name and Pamela's backstory and all that crap. And then Sean Cunningham owns everything else that has to do with Jason and the whole second through the fucking 10th film and Freddy vs. Jason and the hockey mask and the machete and all that stuff. So since basically it just ended up in both of them just owning whatever they own, they ended up just collectively getting together and, taking a company that Sean had called Horror Inc. and basically just giving a collective group of people the decision on what to do with Jason Voorhees and the Friday the 13th saga moving forward. And that's where the Jason Universe pages come in. These social media pages with the name Jason Universe popped out of nowhere about a year ago, claiming that they now own and are going to update us with everything that has to do with Jason and the Jason Universe. Keep in mind, we still have the official Friday the 13th pages that keep us updated, but I assume this is a whole different thing because these are the actual owners, and it's a whole fucking, But after the pages popped up, they've kept mostly quiet for the first couple of months, kind of, hinted at teasers here and there. It wasn't until a couple of months ago where we started actually getting some solid announcements from these pages, and we still didn't know who was running them. And honestly, what we got, first came the logo with the new mask that we didn't know was a redesign till much later. Then came some weird merchandise, and that's where eyebrows started getting raised. You don't have solid news, you don't have announcements, you haven't explained who you are and what's going on, but yet we have merchandise and we're getting sponsored and featured in different horror cons and stuff like that. And then the official redesign for Jason Voorhees dropped on May of this year, 2025. A very generic, almost AI looking design, supposedly designed by Greg Nicotero. And with all due respect, with all the projects that Greg has worked on, the design is just very basic for me. There's rumors that supposedly he just designed the mask and he's still working on redesign it. I've seen some recent things on social media where they're trying to change that. So I don't know if this is the official design, but we got it back in May. But again, the question on everybody's mind was, what is this for? We know there's a prequel series coming from Peacock called Crystal Lake, but that's Pamela Voorhees' story. That's her story. We thought maybe this redesign was for future images or something. Let's say there we get a little image of kid Jason playing, and then Pamela sees this Jason redesign or this Jason version in the mirror or something to foreshadow the future, a la Star Wars and Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Or maybe since they shortly after announced that Jason was coming back to Halloween Horror Nights, that, this is for that. This is for the haunted house that we're gonna get. But then they announced Sweet Revenge, and with that they announced that this Jason redesign is going to be his design moving forward in any other media that they do. So we were excited for Sweet Revenge. We're like, fuck, we're getting a movie, we're getting some media, we're getting something. And then we found out it's a short film. And then we found out that even though it's canon, it's just one set event in the whole universe. And then we found out it's a sponsored collab with the alcoholic beverage Angry Orchard. I mean, what's next? We're gonna start seeing Jason with fucking NASCAR patches and shit. For example, Craftman, Gucci fucking jacket and then Craftman fucking machete. But regardless of how we felt, we were excited because we were fans. I love Jason. Regardless what they're showing, what direction they're going, we're excited, we're happy because Jason's back and he's on screen and we can see him and he's doing his thing, So we waited, and then Sweet Revenge premiered on YouTube and we watched it, and now we're making a 30-minute long video about how we feel because we need to get some feelings out. I need to talk to y'all. By the way, my initial reaction for this film was recorded in my live stream, so if you guys want to take part of the research and in the live stream part and all that crap, make sure you join my live stream. All the links are in the description down below. Can you take me got us a sub, bro. I now post a weekly schedule so you know exactly when I'm live and you know what hour and what we're going to be talking about that day. So I wanted to give Sweet Revenge the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to be excited for it. I wanted to be a fan because everything that I say, you know, moving forward and everything that I nitpick and all the little details that I talked about is because I am a fan of Jason. I'm like, just yesterday, I got myself some fucking Nikes. Well, not real Nikes, but Jason fucking themed shoes that I will not wear, but I will have and own. Like it like Jason was my boy, and everything that I say comes from a fan. It doesn't come from like disgust. It's not like I'm not gonna put my time and money into watching this shit. I'm just gonna do it a little bit upset. So let's do this. We're reacting to Sweet Revenge. Sorry, Angry Orchards presents Sweet Revenge. Again, I want to give it the benefit of a doubt. So if I like it, I'm gonna react how I react. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I'm going to point out shit. I am going to be pointing out the fucking product placement, so whatever. By the way, before I start, let me let y'all know. This is fucking canon. Like, this is canon. I'm excited. I'm actually a little bit excited. Look, I'm kind of smiling. So to start off, we have 4 main characters. I don't know if they're ever mentioned on screen by name, but we have Eve, which is our main protagonist and our final girl. Dana, which is Eve's friend and the other girl. Kyle, Eve's fiance, I think, and our diversity pick for this film. And Troy, he's male number 2.
I hear it's better to just like go right through.
I've been driving for like 6 months.
And off the back, they make it way too obvious that Kyle has some interest in Dana, even though he's dating Eve. But whatever, let's move on. I'm already nitpicking. Oh shit. Okay. Hey, get it. Hey, get it. They had to put the fucking copyright in there, right? Okay, I like the little 80s vibe of the song. That dude looks a little bit like me. Like if I'm 10 years older. Listen, I am a big fan of 80s and 90s kind of synthwave music, but it doesn't have to be everywhere, especially things that are set in modern times. God damn you, Stranger Things.
Oh,
and no beard.
Here we go.
Thank you.
You guys got it.
Boom, product placement right there. I just saw it. Okay, so not even 5 minutes into this film, and I already have questions. What year is this? Is Camp Crystal Lake now an Airbnb? Who is the host? Is Jason the host? In fact, why is the host renting out a cabin in Camp Crystal Lake with all the history I hope that it has in this canon? And obviously, he should have run into Jason, like, eventually. You know, he would have seen him in the area.
All right,
now, I can imagine that guy's first line is going to be, y'all enjoy...
Look at that. All on your own.
That guy's first line is going to be like, do y'all enjoy some good crispy apples? We'll try this Angry Orchards cider. And they're going to be like, we already brought some of ours. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Nice. Oh, Eve, look at the view.
It's really cute.
All these questions can probably be answered with like a simple line from one of the actors, or in a world where content creators nitpick and zoom in and pause everywhere, even like a calendar with the year or something like that, or Airbnb confirmation, something could have answered those like simple questions that I had. Sorry, moving on. That's kind of cool, but why would the fuck would they have just a modern cabin look like Airbnb if Jason was around the area? I mean, wouldn't that guy already be dead? Oh shit. I don't get it. Oh, Angry Orchard product placement. That's number 2. So now we get the commercial part of this short film, because this is basically an Angry Orchards commercial where Harold and Eve have a conversation about the history of Camp Crystal Lake, and it's lackluster. It's fapudo. I have to invent the new word. It's patooey. It's I don't even know how to explain their conversation. Do y'all like some Angry Orchards?
Eve, right?
Eve, okay, that's her name.
Harold.
What's up, Harold?
Apple.
It's fine.
Fresh pick.
I got an Angry Orchard.
Sure.
It tastes exactly like a crispy apple off the pine tree with a little bit of a kick. Why am I doing this? That sounds like a crispy apple. Now I want one. Damn it, now I want a
You all
goddamn
settled
apple.
in?
All this while Eve is holding a bottle of Angry Orchard's like apple cider in the most unnatural fucking way possible. She's like hugging it as she's like holding something. I don't even know what she's holding. And you know damn well that fucking cider is getting warm like in her armpit as she's having this conversation, but whatever.
No, the wife and I saved this spot from demolition. Property's had a bit of a
Okay, we get a little bit
troubled
of backstory.
past, but all we saw was opportunity.
What kind of trouble?
So Harold explains to Eve that him and his wife actually saved this place from being like torn down, and they actually built it back up before opening it up to the public. And I you know, when I heard that, I'm like, huh, maybe they're going somewhere with this. And I thought maybe in this timeline, like Harold is actually Jason's dad and his wife is Pamela, and she's like, you know, she's one of the people that brings people to the camp to like kill them for Jason and stuff like that. Maybe they're going for this kind of weird canon, but no. They don't have the balls to do that. Later, we found out that's not the case. We don't even get to see Harold's wife at any point. So, you know, kind of thinking about it, it wouldn't work to have like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre style, like Jason Friday. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I'm sorry. I'll take that back.
Well, you know, the usual story. Revenge,
What?
betrayal,
What?
murder.
Jesus, what? Damn.
Lots of murder.
That's subtle. Very subtle.
Anyway.
Thank you, sir.
You kids have fun.
So Harold's explanation for why they were going to tear it down and all the events that happened in the camp are explained into like 4 words. And my reaction while watching this on stream could have not been any more like, just watch it. Yeah, the usual story and just say 4 words. I would be like, it's okay, stop. Yeah. Crease, can you get here for a second? Yeah, listen, guys. This motherfucker just told me something about betrayal, murder, revenge. This place is gonna be like demolition. Yeah, pack it up. Get the fuck out of here. Here you go. You can have your fucking Airbnb money back. Apparently, there's more people staying in the area, and my question is, how are you not like running into Jason at any point in this area? Like, the dude is territorial. Like, you cannot tell me this has not been like the first time that Jason has attacked someone or something. Okay, I get the notch to the yellow and orange popping up in the background from the original.
Maybe Troy and I just made plans to go fishing. No.
Troy and Eve flirt for a little bit before they kind of break off. Eve invites Troy to the lake, but he actually never shows up.
I am going to go to the lake, and you can find me when you're ready.
And then you can shove one of those bombs up Jason's ass and
Okay,
boom.
I will go get my swimsuit.
Who said anything about a swimsuit?
Oh shit, skinny dipping. Eve just like hangs out at the lake with her Angry Orchards. I would never do that again. And as she's hanging out, Jason comes in with a fucking sniper. Oh shit! Fuck! Jason takes her out with a fucking sniper. That would be goddamn. Imagine if they went there. Imagine if they went there and just had Jason take her out with a goddamn fucking 50 cal. God damn it, we get it. No, it actually turns out to be Harold, you know, kind of letting us know that Harold's actually the pervert and the crazy person and the you know, the Airbnb host of this movie. He's playing multiple parts, you know? Oh, look, he's a peeping Tom.
Show's over.
Peeping Tom. He's a fucking pervert? I didn't know that. Maybe there's a twist and it's not actually Jason, it's this man that just rents out its Airbnb and like spots people out and tries to kill them. So after Eve gets into the boat, we get a little homage to the original film when Eve gets, you know, old school pulled into the lake by Jason and drowned. Let me emphasize that. Pulled to the lake and drowned. Yeah, he mentioned having a wife. Jason is his wife. You know, because that's woke. The fuck? That's a big ass lake. What the fuck? That's a big ass lake, right? Oh shit! And I liked it because it's almost like the Jason universe telling us, hey, we did the thing, like we're listening to you, we're giving you guys a little bit like, you know, callbacks to the original, but then they completely fuck it up in the next scene when stop. What? Hours later, Eve pops up from the lake, completely fine, just a little bit pale, and we get the most stupid, abysmal canon change in the whole saga. Like, it's... No, my God. I'm sweating. Look at that. You're telling me that she fucking got taken by Jason and what? Just spend about 2-3 hours chilling on the water? What? Wait. I need some fucking explanation. I need some fucking explanation. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not, bro. Don't do this to me. So to sum it up, if you get drowned in Crystal Lake on Friday the 13th by Jason Voorhees, you can actually like acquire Jason's like magical powers of regeneration. Don't believe me? Stay tuned. We'll see more shit happening right now. I don't get it. How the fuck did she survive that many hours? Or that much time underwater? Wait, what the fuck? So Eve walks back to the camp and she finds Harold's cabin, and he's inside, but he's unfortunately unalive, and you wouldn't guess what he's actually killed with. Actually, let's play a game. I'm gonna give you 3 options. You tell me how you think Harold was actually like killed off. A, the motorboat that he was fixing in the earlier scene. B, an Angry Orchards bottle. And C, an apple. You know, give you time to think. Go down to the comments. Write it down. Listen. If he's dead, obviously. If she turns him around and he has like a fucking bottle of Angry Orchards stuck in his mouth, first of all, it's kind of cool that Angry Orchards allowed that. But if it's anything else other than that, if it's a fucking apple, I'm going to flip my shit. She looks good. I'm flipping my shit. No, I'm not gonna flip my shit. I broke my chair last time I did that. So they killed off Harold, which again doesn't make sense, because how can this man and his wife, you know, acquire this place from being like broken down and being like you know, torn down, remodel it, and not once run into Jason? But Jay, maybe Jason left them alone because they were not teenagers. Yeah, the flashlight on Harold's eye socket popping out says otherwise. Okay, we get a little bit of the music. Okay. That's impressive. How do you know instantly? It's like, wait, why does she put that face on? How does she instantly know that there's something that she has to defend herself? Like, well, because there's a dead guy there, but I mean, what? Gee, Luke Jallarton. Oh damn! Oh damn! On a positive note, the gore is very nice, it's very practical, and I really liked all the gore scenes and all the kills in the film. But in a world where Terrifier 3 exists, the bar has been set very high, and I'll get back to this in a second. Right now, let's focus on this goddamn editing cut that drove me crazy. That's some cool gore. I love that it's practical. Okay, that was some bad editing. Come on, man, you can't give me that shit. I know I'm nitpicking at this point, but you can't do that shit to me. You can't do that shit to me. You can't go from her running to her just walking scene. You can't do that shit to me, man. So Eve makes it back to her cabin where she's staying, and she actually sees Troy, her boyfriend, making out with Dana, her friend, that was basically foreshadowed in the first scene in the car. How is there people already dead and these two are fucking? But wait, you're telling me that this dude Troy is making out with his chija, you know, when his girlfriend has probably been missing for hours in the middle of the forest with the lights on, right in the living room? Where's the other guy in this whole situation? Oh shit. Okay, here comes our boy. Oop, I got some goosebumps. See, I'm excited for Jason. So we finally get to see Jason in an actor in real life, like, you know, on screen, and this was actually my real reaction to it. Let me see him. Oh no. Oh no, my boy. What have they done to you, man? Quick, rapid fire burns. Pop figure looking ass. Casey Jones. Prepubescent Jason. Is this WWE's JD McDonald? Ozempic Voorhees. Jason Dinklage. 13 going on 13. What the? I gotta see him.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Wait, oh my god. Whoa. What happened? Hey, what happened?
How is he making out with her? Wait, how is he making out with her if he thinks that she's there? But she's on the water?
Hey, I got you. Eve, what happened to you? What the fuck happened to the window? Hey.
Oh shit.
Got it.
So like I said before, the gore is actually very top notch. Right now, you know, we're seeing Troy getting basically foreshadowed motorboat in the face. I can't show it because it's actually it's on screen. I don't even know how the shit is on YouTube.
Wait here.
No, where are you going?
To get some help.
Oh shit, he's fucked. Oh no! But they basically make mincemeat with his face. Everybody gets bodied. Eve is stabbed through the floor with the machete. The second dude is literally frisbeed to death. Oh shit! Damn, this is John Wick in this one. What the fuck? Oh shit, she brought him the machete. Oh my god! She's dead, right? That's it. But they kind of lost me with Dana. And here's where I circle back to that line I said earlier, that in a world where Terrifier 3 exists, the bar has been set very high. Because they tried to make this obvious, like, sponsored death look like a very hard to watch scene, like almost like the cheese grater scene from Evil Dead Rises. Because Jason grabs like an apple core, and by the way, I love that he grabs the core and he like flings it and then grabs the actual apple core and slicer, and he grabs Dana and presses it to her cheek slowly. Oh no, is that an apple like core? And like, oh god, Jason, no. It's cool. It's not as gory as it could and should have been, but it attempts to make the scene hard to watch. But you know, if you're a Jason fan and you're a Friday the 13th fan, that Jason's not the kind of killer to actually torture his like victims. Jason doesn't play with his food. Like he just a straight up, almost like a hunter killer. You know, he either goes in for the kill or he goes in for the wound to bait other people so they can actually get the kill. Very fast, very quick, very violent. And this just kind of throws me off a little bit because he doesn't actually try to squeeze the grater completely like down into her face and like something that Jason would do. It's almost like he slowly presses it in. It looks almost like a very cool Mike Tyson face tattoo afterward. How the fuck did she get there so fast? So Eve, after being stabbed through the floor with a machete, actually comes back and saves the day by actually helping Dana and stabbing Jason with his own machete. And honestly, this is where my mental health literally just dropped, because I'm like, oh shit, she doesn't die. She now has like Jason regenerate powers. This is why she looks dead. And she's been dead for hours, and she just got stabbed, but she's still alive. And why are you doing this to me, man? Come on, man. I just wanted some balls to the wall, modern Jason media. Don't do this to me, man. But listen, I'm not gonna lie when I'm telling you that it gets worse, because here is where I flip my shit. Because Eve starts acting almost like a killer, like Jason. Slow, standing up straight, stalking. You know, it's. Why is she running? Well, obviously, because, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Keys.
She sneaks up on Dana that's trying to get the keys to get into the car to actually leave, and she jump scares her, but she has the keys, and Jason's coming, and she gets in the car, but she tried to jump scare her for some reason. It's because she's evil.
Come on, get in.
Why is she... Don't fucking tell me that. No.
Fuck. Get in, hurry. Eve. Oh.
Her movements are so stiff. It's so weird. I don't even know why they went with this. She's supposed to be dead.
Shit.
Oh shit, they gotta wait. Like, it gets even worse because they drive off. And you assume, okay, it's over. This is where they're gonna leave it. It's a great way to end it. It ends it in a cliffhanger because it ends like with Eve. Maybe she's evil. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's dead. Maybe she's not. You know, maybe she, you know, almost like Sub-Reality put it in the stream. Maybe she got Halloween Ends Michael Myers, and now she's evil too. But it leaves it to that, and it kind of wants it. To be honest, it kind of leaves us wanting more, or kind of like leaves us like paying attention because we're pissed about it till something else comes out. You know what I mean? But no. Don't tell me he did.
You saved me.
She fucking swallowed the water, now she's evil?
I'm sorry.
Eve is actually evil. She stabs Dana through the car seat as Dana is driving, which would probably kill both of y'all, but apparently she now knows that she can't die because apparently, you know, she got stabbed. And it's not like Jason was on your side. You know what I mean?
I made a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I just...
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
It's not like Jason said, hey, we both in this shit. He literally stabbed you because your boyfriend cheated on you with her? No, you're psycho. You're fucking psycho if that's what you're trying to do. I would understand that situation. Fuck him, he's dead. That's it. He knew better. You were just fucking there. I don't know. Why is she doing this? Is she like corrupted by the water? Why does Jason look like a fucking pop figure? So Eve gets out of the car. Dana obviously didn't make it. And as Eve is walking out to the roadway, like Jason has already catched up to her and they actually stare down. I really didn't believe I was gonna come out with more questions than answers when I was gonna watch this shit. What is she, like a proxy now? And again, what have they done to my boy? Because in this shot, Jason literally looks like he's 4'11". And this is not a dig at the actor. The actor is like 6'7" or something like that. So it's not even him. It's the way he was shot and the way everything kind of fit on him. It almost, it was a little too tight on him. You know, Jason needs to look like he has some beef on him, you know? What? So yeah, the movie ends with Jason and Eve actually standing off and squaring off, and the camera cutting to black, and you know, basically ruin everything that, you know, us as fans knew about Jason, and the mysterious part of how Jason actually survived after being drowned. It just, why try to explain that? Like, why try to explain it? And then why try to explain it so lazily? Like, Jason has never been about revenge. Jason's always been about territory. Like, after the second, third film, where like he's already got revenge and the people who killed his family, his mom, like after the second film, all he was a fucking weird mongoloid territorial thing. Like, he just wanted to be left alone, and people kept coming back, so he kept being territorial. It was never about revenge. Like, Pamela's was about revenge, not Jason. Like, how can people not get that? I feel like some of these people haven't even seen the films, to be honest. And you want to know what's the worst part out of all of this? It's fucking canon. Anyways, I will give it, to be honest, because I am a fan, I will give it a 4 out of 5. I was gonna give it a 3.5, but it's still, I'm still interested to see where they go from it, even though I feel how I feel. I just feel like they would have done smarter decisions when making this. But again, this was just, again, a commercial. It was literally a commercial, you know, that just needed some hype to put on Angry Orchards and their new Jason Halloween design that's coming out. Anyways, guys, I'm going to head out because I need to water my Jason plants in the back, and I'm going to start streaming. And yeah, I'm going to head out. Take it easy, guys. Love y'all. Bye.